everyone. Thanks for joining me today for this read out loud. I'm really excited to get to read to you this book. It's called There's a Thing in My Closet, and it is written by Michael Young.
There's a thing in my closet. My Uncle Flugel came down for a visit. He wore his new suit made of lint and blue fizit, and in his lapel, instead of a flower, was a smallish but fragrant sprig of oaf-aller. Not a strand out of place was his freshly cut hair. He was looking quite dapper as he sat in his chair. Neat as a pin, all pressed and quite clean. If you'd seen Uncle Flugel, you'd know what I mean. My uncle was, how shall I say, spiffy and organized. That was always his way. Never a wrinkle, a stain, or tear. Not Uncle Flugel, the dirt wouldn't dare. On the top of his head was a derby-type hat that he carefully placed in his lap when he sat. Hands folded together, he talked with my mom. Our house was a mess, and my mom was not calm. I liked Uncle Flugel, for I knew when he came that despite his appearance, we'd be in for a game. He'd put his hand in his pocket, and when it came out, why, he had come here, there wasn't a doubt. He looked at my parents and then over at me. Then finally he smiled and gave a decree. I've heard all about the stuff on your carpet and what you say lives up there in your closet. That's why I'm here, for that's why I have come. For you know that no one has taken a picture of one. I have this tele-front focus camera with zoom to take on a quest in your very bedroom. It was true, not just rumors, these things that he'd heard. I knew that a nightmare at my age was absurd, but at night it came out and makes the most racket, trashing my room as I hide in my blanket. We went up the stairs, stepping over the trash. Things were all over, a jumbled mishmash. There were Snarbuckle Flugans and toy Bumbertoogles, 6 set of Larknobens, and 2 kinds of Nordoodles. Careful and quiet, we got to the door. With a turn of the knob, we saw stuff on the floor. Uncle Flugel hush-hushed me with a finger to his lips. Then looking around, he put his hands on his hips. This monster we sought left clues that would tattle. All of this mess showed there'd been a great battle. Must mufflers and tin tocks and 1,000 yam yoggers, and in the corner beyond laid some moldy hot doggers. It's definitely been here, my uncle said with a frown. You can tell from the bunch of junk all over the ground. He said we'd search and find it, and that's what I dread, because sometimes they hid way back under the bed. So we jerked up the mattress and pulled out the toys. We know it's a mess that this creature enjoys. And under my bed it was jumbled and cluttered. Look, some strange glowing slime was discovered. Over and under, inside and out, we searched for that creature lurking about. We checked behind the dresser, we even looked in the drawers. It was then that we realized that left but one door. "Uncle," I asked as I trembled with dread, "what is this creature we're after?" I said. "No person has ever seen it, but the signs are all here, and it's a picture we'll get if it finally appears." They say it was small. It wasn't much, but it grew. It seems that now its size had quadrupled or two. You can tell every place that it has passed through, as it takes a small truck and a whole cleaning crew. Now my closet was the only place that remained in our search for this creature, Uncle Flugel explained. "What's this thing called that leaves such a mess?" For I did not know, I had to confess. "The grungy green gockalot is what it is called. It's covered in green grungy hair except where it's bald. And it has 2 grubby arms and 2 fuzzy feet with 10 sharp claws and more razor-sharp teeth. We'll open the door, and with the special net, we'll scoop it up so it won't be a threat. Then we'll take its picture quick as a flash, and never again will it make so much trash." It was dark in the closet when we opened the door, and so filled with stuff it began to downpour. "It's not in here either," I said, wading in junk, just as another box hit my head with a clunk. My uncle looked over and gave me a grin. "The grungy green gunkalot," he said, "had a twin." And pointing his camera through the lens, he could see how the grungy green gunkalot turned out to be me. The end.
So who turned out to really be making the mess? This was a fun book. Again, it was There's a Thing in My Closet. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and thanks so much for hanging out with me.